Hey there.
Hey, good timing. I was just about to try establishing a radio connection with an ASAM.
So,
With a little ingenuity and a big pair of jumper cables. You remember when we patched in the receiver module, right? Well, I'm about to try something similar using the comm hub's transmitter and a frequency amplifier. If those parts still work, we'll have real-time two-way communication between the hub and any ASAM sensor.
sounds good.
All right. I've patched in the parts we need, but I think we're gonna need more power for this. So I'm gonna head down to Plutonium Well, boost its output a little. Whilst I'm doing that, it'd be really helpful if you could try tuning in the hub for me.
Sure, I can do that.
Great. Just sit yourself down at the vault hub. Keep turning the frequency knob until you get a clear signal. Then just sit back and wait for my return. Okay, won't be long.
Command, this is Golf Romeo 19er requesting additional support. Over. Command,
hello?
this is What the? Who is this? How'd you get on this frequency? You're disrupting gunner communications. Do you know what kind of trouble that can get you in? You better tell me how you're doing this, and fast.
Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Too late for apologies. Civilian gear ain't able to broadcast on this frequency. What kind of hardware are you using? Where are you broadcasting from?
I gotta go.
Given the strength of your signal, you can't be far. Once we're done with our op, shouldn't take too long to find you. Don't go anywhere.
If you'll excuse me.
Slick! I got back as fast as I could.
I made a mistake.
We'll worry about that later. I overheard the whole thing on my Pip-Boy. The hub's broadcast frequency. It must be similar to the one the gunners use. Or at least close enough to cause disruptions. This is not good. We really don't want the gunners' attention on us. We definitely don't want them sniffing around the comm hub. This is not good.
What's the big deal?
The gunners are a mercenary group. Guns for hire. Huh. Never thought about it before, but I guess that explains their name. Anyway, they ain't exactly the nicest bunch of people you'd run across. If they could find a reason to mess with you, they'll do it. By broadcasting on their comm frequency, we've probably piqued their curiosity. They'll want to know what kind of tech we're using. They may even try and take it. I don't think we could afford to let the gunners come here.
You're right.
Whoa, wait, I'd rather not fight them if we don't have to. Maybe I could talk to them. Convince them to leave us alone. Hold on. I think I could find where they're radioing from. All right. Looks like they were somewhere northeast of Olivia. Well, guess I should go check it out. Try to find these gunners. and see if I could reason with them. Although, kinda nervous. I'm used to dealing with raiders and your typical wasteland critters. But gunners, they're different. They're organized.
Don't worry.
You'll help? Thanks. I feel better already. Here, let me update your map. There. The gunners were somewhere near one of those markers. But I don't know which one for sure. We'll have to check each of them. All right, lead on and I'll follow. Let's see if we can talk these gunners into leaving us alone. God. I know this place. I gave him ASAMs. What the hell happened here?
That's close enough. Who are you?
Whoa, easy there. Easy. We're not looking for trouble. Why don't you just put that gun down and we could talk?
Why are you here?
We're just looking for some gunners. That's all.
Gunners? You with the gunners?
Whoa, now, I said we're not looking for trouble. Slick, little help here?
Look, all I need is for you to put down the gun. Then we can talk this through.
Mine goes down when his goes down.
Okay, that's fair. See? Putting it away.
All right. Assuming you're not gunners, why were you looking for them?
We were hoping to discuss something with them.
Huh. Well, I doubt you'll get much of a response. If you want to strike up a conversation, go ahead. I believe that one was the leader.
Who are you, anyway?
Yeah, I'd like to know that myself. If you don't mind us asking, what went down here? And who are you?
Gunner expansion. They tried to seize this place. Locals resisted. Maybe even fought back. You can see the results for yourself. By the time I arrived, it was too late to help anyone. So I found a concealed position on the overpass and administered a little wasteland retribution.
Well, looks like we have a hero here.
Don't patronize me.
You still haven't told us who you are, or what you're doing here.
I'm Aiden, and without sounding too melodramatic, I hunt down gunners. Been on this squad's trail for a week. This is the 4th settlement they've hit.
Go on.
Gunners have been unusually active lately, laying claim to territory all over the Commonwealth. This settlement was just the latest conquest. Saying that, this place used to just be a solitary hut. I've no idea how they built up so damn fast. Sudden growth must have been what made them a target.
Sudden growth? Oh no. Don't tell me the gunners attacked this place because I gave them ASAMs.
What? The hell are you talking about?
They're these little sensor things. Help people build stuff. I've been providing them the settlements for months now.
Huh. Then this attack was your fault.
Hey! Now you just wait a minute. You better watch what you say, mister.
That's a bold statement.
Whether it was intentional or not, you made them a target.
You can't blame me for what the gunners did. Folks deserve the opportunity to make a better life for themselves. And I don't appreciate some jumped-up vigilante accusing me of... Whoa, wait. You don't need to...
Reinforcements. Hope you can fight.
Stop. Entering killing mode. Entering killing mode. Entering killing mode. Your AP is too low.
You handled yourselves well.
Steam after someone accused me of causing what happened.
Go, are you? Say what you like about them, but the gunners run a tight operation. Sooner or later they'll figure out what happened here. Chances are you and your partner will be flagged as persons of interest.
Great. That's precisely the kind of thing we came here to avoid.
Tension from now on, so watch your backs. They'll give you even more trouble than they give me.
So what are you gonna do now?
I'm leaving, and so should you. There's no guarantee more reinforcements aren't en route.
Yeah, well, nice meeting you.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, and cut the charity with those sensors. They're just chum in the water.
You think he's really gone?
Looks like it.
Good. Jerk. Can you believe what he said? That this is all my fault? You don't think he was right, do you? That giving these people ASAM's made them a target? That I'm responsible for bringing the gunners here?
Just keep a cool head, okay? Don't think about it too much.
I'm trying, but what that guy said really got to me. I'm just glad that Aiden fella's gone. There's something about that guy that rubbed me the wrong way. Maybe it was the gun that he pointed at my head. And I'm not sure I trust his version of events regarding what went down here.
Why don't you believe his story?
I'm not sure. Just something about it didn't sit right.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, I know this may seem odd, but I think I want to stay here for a while. We may have stopped these gunners coming to Concord, but in doing so, we might have dug ourselves into an even deeper pit. I need to think things over. Maybe come up with a new plan of action for us. Or at the very least, reevaluate how we're doing things now.
Okay.
I won't be here long. Come find me at the hardware store later. And stay safe out there, all right? If anything happened to you, well, just stay safe.
Mission objective completed.
You again? I suppose if you wanted to start trouble, you would have done it last time. Still, you'll have to excuse me if I stay on guard. Still just wandering through? Are you here for a reason this time?
I'm here to help you.
Oh, help! I see. Is this the part where you helpfully donate some bullets? Maybe relieve me of the burden of wealth, as if I didn't have enough... Wait, you actually sound like you mean that. Oh, I'll be. Did the Ron actually send you?
That's right.
Great. And here I thought you were another problem walking in, but turns out you're here to help. Huh, I have to admit I'm a bit embarrassed about the gun now. I'll just, put that away now. Whoop. Well, let's get inside.
New mission objective received.
My wife's better at making guests feel welcome after I pointed a gun at them.
Super secret submarines, a cruise ship, and the mistress of mysteries. Now I know why you like this one so much.
And there are the two lovely ladies of our humble manor. Jules, Katie, I have good news for a change. Looks like we have a place to relocate after all.
Oh, thank God. I mean, welcome to our home. Make yourself comfortable. Can I offer you something to drink? Not sure if you'll like what's on offer, though. I've got fermented brain fungus beer, or glowing mushroom tea with an extra kick to it. Though, I guess it's kind of an acquired taste. Are you even thirsty? I probably should have checked first.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Probably for the best. It's still experimental. Brain fungus is either chewy like rubber or hard as a brick. The sweet spot between those is tricky. I suppose I should keep the glowing mushrooms for Radaway. If we're moving out this soon, we'll need it for the trip.
All right, that concludes the introductions, the tour, and the formal welcome dinner. Short and sweet. Not much to look at, I know, but she's been home to us for a long time. I guess now that you're here, we'll be moving on soon. We started preparing weeks ago when we realized that the last crop wasn't gonna get us through the next season. Still a couple things left to pack, though. If you're feeling impatient, ask Jules. She'll know what still needs to be done. You need anything from me?
You ready to head?
Mentally, no, but sentiment doesn't make the crop come in any better. Trust me, I've tried that and about a million other things. If you're itching for something to do to speed things up, ask Jules. She can get particular about the order things get packed in. Sorry for the cold welcome, stranger. Jokes aside, you never know who's knocking.
We're all eager to get going. We've got most of our things packed up besides what had to wait until the last minute. But the biggest problem right now is that our Brahmin, Nessie, got out of her pen last night and wandered off. Any chance you could lend a hand and go search for her while we wrap up here? We should be ready to go once you're back.
All right, I'll do it.
Great. Brahmin are creatures of habit. She probably wandered to her favorite pastures by Sunshine Tidings. You could check there first. Maybe look around for a bit. I doubt she went far. And watch out for blood bugs. Season's coming in early with the rains. I sprayed Nessie with repellent 2 days ago, but it wears off eventually. It's why I'm so worried about her.
Nessie isn't at Sunshine Tidings.
Do you know where she's gone?
Yeah, and it won't be in the pasture. Franklin the Martian took her. He's an alien, so he likes studying Earth things, like giddy-up buttercup toys, comic books, and Brahmin. I'm sure he didn't hurt her, so you'll just have to go and ask him to give her back, and he will.
Just tell me where to go.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you'd believe me. I'd go and get her myself, but you heard my dad. Take this note, and he'll know I sent you. Franklin lives under the old ranger shack. Nessie is super safe with him, but Mom and Dad really want to leave soon, so we need her back. It's not far. I can show you where on your map, and you don't have to be scared of him. He's a very nice alien. And remember, no need to hurt him. He's nice.
Interloper! In your ignorance, you have invaded the sovereign territory of Mars. I am bound by honor to give you one warning before I take you to the Galactic Court by force. If you resist, I will be forced to use lethal force.
You're a ghoul.
I'm not a ghoul. If you could comprehend my language, you would know that you just delivered a grave insult to my mother. Leave before I get angry.
Whoa, whoa!
Ah, invoking the interstellar right of ambassadorship. Very well. You may make your case for your presence. Be warned. Transgressing against the sacred ceasefire will trigger the electro-neuromagnetic traps that will boil the brain of any human in the room.
I have something for you.
What's this? You have an offering for me? Usually humans bring me items for study, not scribblings. Wait. Katie? She's Leaving? But I mean, I see the Chief Ambassador has... forget it. No point in keeping up the act now, I guess. It works better on children and Kent-out raiders anyway. So, Katie couldn't come out here herself. And that's why she sent you, Nessie.
That's right.
The smelly thing is all yours. Good thing you came. I don't know how much longer I could stand around smelling her fertilizer. And, sorry for the act earlier. I've gotten kinda used to it, but I guess it won't be the same without Katie around. Doesn't like me very much after some of the experiments Katie thought would be fun to play at, but she should follow you back to the farm without a fuss. I'll miss Katie. Take care of her and her family, will ya?
Do you want to set up a permanent shop? I know the perfect place.
For real? I didn't expect you to say that. But a permanent place sounds amazing. Yeah, I can see it now. Franklin's Fine Martian Wares. Or Franklin's Emporium of Galactic... No, too long. You've got yourself a deal, human. Hi, Katie. Hello. Katie's parents.
You're Franklin? From Mars? I guess I can see it with the suit and the eyes and the gun.
Yeah. It's not really true. I'm a ghoul and not an alien, as you can see. I'm sorry for lying, Katie.
It's all right. I already knew that. I'm not dumb, you know. I've seen nice schools before, but it was so much fun to play, wasn't it?
You're a smart kid, Katie. I guess I needed to believe I was Franklin from Mars more than you did.
This is all very nice, but what about our Nessie?
She's back in her pen, safe and sound. And I'm sorry for taking her in the first place. I was going to...
Franklin! Don't say that! Mom, Dad, I was the one that took Nessie out of her pen. I tried to go and get her back, but you wouldn't let me go.
And you should have told us that right away. What were you thinking? I was worried sick about her. Mr. Franklin, thank you for keeping Nessie safe and bringing her back. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about you playing aliens with my daughter.
She is a very special cow. In fact, if you figure out how to make her milk glow, maybe we could team up. Things that glow sell faster.
Glowing Brahmin milk? Improbable, but I doubt anyone's tried before. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I never thought I'd say this, but I'm glad she was abducted by an alien instead of wandering off by herself. And Franklin is... interesting. I always knew Katie was too smart to get that carried away with make-believe, but I wasn't expecting this. He's definitely onto something with his branding, though. I've seen caravans cash out for less. I'll definitely talk more with him on the road. Speaking of, we're all packed up and ready. Are you all set?
Absolutely.
So where are we heading?
Hey, pal.
I can't believe you convinced him to come with us. You're amazing, you know that? This'll be so much fun. Once I'm not grounded anymore anyway. True superheroes never ask for a reward, but they always deserve it. I went and grabbed all this stuff from my secret hiding spot for you. Here.
Mission objective completed. New mission objective received.
Finn must have been crazy. Like that. Right on the street.
Down another gun. Everyone's gonna have to step up.
Hey there.
Unless you're the bartender, I'm gonna need you to get out of my face.
Let's get down to business.
The only business I've got is the kind that isn't yours. Look, just tell me what you want. Are you lost or something? Lonely? Selling something?
I'm here to help you.
But who? Wait a minute. Ron? No way.
That's right.
How about that? I figured he'd just taken my money and ran. Or waddled. Slithered, you know. Look, I'm sorry for being a jerk before. I wasn't exactly expecting good news to come walking through the door. Any door, really, but even less so in a place like this. Here's what I need. I have a sister, Audra. She's a good girl, but gullible, you know? She's fallen in with a raider gang, common rad trash led by a guy named Knox. They've been filling her head with chems and God knows what other kind of ideas. And I won't allow my sister to be a junkie. I can't. She's better than that. This family is better than that. And she's all the family I got left. I've tracked them to the Harbor Master Hotel. Ever seen it? It's a trash heap. Suitable enough for scum like Knox. But not for Audra. Come with me. Help me get my sister back. Please.
Sounds good. Let's go.
All right. I'll follow your lead. And look, I really appreciate what you're doing for me, but don't underestimate these guys. And Audra, well, let's just keep her safe. She never could manage that on her own.
New mission objective received. Entering killing mode.
I am unstoppable!
location discovered.
This is disgusting. My sister's not gonna live like this anymore.
Gotta find the terminal. Hey.
What's going on?
Entering killing mode. Entering killing mode. Entering killing mode. Entering killing mode. Critical damage available. Critical damage has been executed.
hell are you doing here?
Family back together. Back away from my sister. Do it now. Do it slowly. Or my friend and I will paint the wall with whatever brains you haven't already fried.
Jesus. You're gonna kill someone. Listen, please. I know what he must have told you, but Audra, she's not a junkie. She's sick.
Just look at her! God knows how many chems he's got in her system.
There's nothing in her system right now. That's why we came back here. She forgot her medication.
Don't let this son of a bitch fool you. He's manipulated my sister, and now he's trying to do it to you, too.
No light. None. Some. You can ask me some questions. You can ask me a number of questions, but sum is not a number until you made a specified sum. You can do that. You can look at me and you can see something, but you can't see that, can you? Haha.
Are you okay?
Okay. You know where I am, and you already know who and what, and I bet you think you know how. Because he sees when it happens, and I see what you talk about. You're always talking, and he's always looking. And both of you are talking and looking, and you add me and you subtract me, and you get no result.
Are you all right? You seem a little jumpy.
But I solved for distance. No remainders but the rate. I went too slowly? No, the numbers don't work now. There are new variables and they're standing here right now. There's too many of them unsolved again.
Great. You're completely nuts.
Structurally unsound, inside and there. There's only one pillar and it's damaged, and it's not enough. Excessive mass and surface area, 2 more beams, each 45 degrees from center mass. Build them, we ignore them, or take them from somewhere else. Someone else. Someone dead.
I think I've heard enough for now. Can I ask some questions?
Yeah. Sure. Sorry. I'm just... It's hard to think with a gun pointed at my head.
Can I ask you some questions? Sounds like this isn't some normal group of raiders either.
Is that what he told you? Jesus, that's different. The last time Anton found us, he told the guy he hired that I was a cult leader or something. I'm not a raider, and neither are my friends. We're just people trying to do the right thing for someone we care about.
If something's wrong, maybe I can help.
She's not wrong, but she is different. The jet doesn't work on her like it does you or me. For her, it slows down her thoughts to where she can understand them, make sense of them. Without it, well, she's like this. Up for days, writing on the walls, pacing the floors. She doesn't think to eat. And if we've got clean water handy, she doesn't think to bathe. I hate it, seeing her like that. But if it were up to her brother, what you're seeing right now, is how she would live the rest of her life. If you could even call it that.
If you expect me to believe you, I want proof.
If you trust your own eyes, I can give you all the proof you need. All she needs is a dose of her medicine, just a little. And it's like she's a whole different person. She keeps it in her room by the dresser. If you just let us...
Enough! I brought you here to help me get my sister back, not to stand around and watch her poison herself more than she already has.
Never mind.
What else could you possibly need to know right now?
Can I ask you some questions? You haven't told me half of what I need to know.
I told you what you needed to know, when you needed to know it. Anything beyond that was none of your business, and still isn't.
If you expect me to believe you, I want proof.
I owe you exactly as much proof as I owe him. Need me to spell out how much that is?
I have no...
Audra is different, not wrong. I'm counting on you to know the difference. Don't make me regret it.
Never mind. Now I don't know what to think.
I didn't bring you here to think.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't. Please, let me tell you what's really happening here.
What else could you possibly...
Sure. Sorry, but I don't believe you.
Even if you didn't come here to do the right thing, I did. And I will. Audra, please get behind me. Now.
Wait. Audra? She hates gunfire. She must have run to her room. We need to check on her and make sure she wasn't hurt.
What happened? Knox? How did I get here? Who is this? Is everything all right?
Better than all right. Our new friend here made sure of that.
Wait. I remember there was a shooting in Anton. Oh, no. He's dead, isn't he? He must be. He's not kicking down the door.
I'm sorry. He just showed up. And it all went so quickly and I...
It's all right. Well, it will be. I thought I'd finally gotten far enough away from home, but I should have realized he'd never stop looking. I don't know how you got wrapped up in all of this, and I don't really remember what happened in the lobby. But I do know my brother, and I know you did what you had to do. For what it's worth. It was the right thing to do. Even if my brother didn't see that. Even if he couldn't.
You'll have to explain what's going on.
People don't know what it's like. Feeling cornered in your own mind. Trying to shut out the voices and the visions and the unrealness of it all. Once I learned I could live without all of that, it made it so much harder to be pulled back in. I wish Anton had gotten that. Even if I understand why he didn't.
Would you be interested in coming to work for me?
You know what? Yeah, I think I would. What do you say, Knox? Want to help me pay back our new friend for everything he's done for me?
For both of us. Hell yes, I do.
Before we head out, I'd like to take my brother home and rest him on the hill next to our folks. I can get there and back in a day or two's time. After that, we're at your disposal. And listen, thank you.
They ain't very nice. They're called gunners. So if you see any, make sure you stay far away from them, all right? Okay, now, I gotta go. But wherever you are, stay safe. I'll see you again soon, sweetheart.
What was that all about?
Oh, hey, Slick. Didn't hear you come in. Turns out our radio connection between the hub and the ASAMs works just fine. I was just recording a message for someone.
Who's it for?
Yeah. Well, after the whole gunner thing, I just... well... it's kind of... this is awkward. I was sort of hoping to keep this private. What I wouldn't give for an interruption right now.
Late.
Asked the robot to find my screwdriver. Good timing. I don't mean to question your logic, Chip, but... does that look like a screwdriver to you?
Affirmative.
You know what? You're right. Turns out this hammer is my screwdriver after all. Good work. Now why don't you go patrol or something?
Protect and serve.
That part ain't right.
You need...
You think? Tell you what, Slick. If you can find my screwdriver, I'll tell you who I was recording a message for. It's probably past time I told you anyway. Sound fair?
Not even a hint? Come on. I deserve it.
Sorry. If you want to know, you gotta find my screwdriver. That's the deal.
All right, deal.
All right, then. We have ourselves a gentleman's agreement.
Here.
Hey, you found it. Thanks. It's driving me nuts looking for this thing. Okay, you held up your side of the deal. I'll spill the beans on who I was recording that message for. Ready for a little history of Jake?
Tell me the whole story.
All right, full backstory it is. So, as I'm sure you already figured out, I'm not exactly local to these parts. I come from a settlement called Sanford. You ever heard of it? It's a nice place, providing you don't mind the odd cyclone or two.
Where's that town?
Oh, it's quite a long way from here. Way down in the southwestern parts of the waste. Anyway, that's where I grew up and became a young man. And where I met this young woman. One thing led to another, and... well, you know how it goes. You met someone and had a son, and I met someone and had a...
Do you have a daughter?
Yeah, that's right. I had a little girl. I named her Laura. And from the moment she was born, that kid became my world. What the... oh, that damn generator again! This is the 5th time it's stalled today!
Again?
It's the old plutonium well. The generator that kickstarts the fission reaction. It's been real temperamental lately. Hey, if you wouldn't mind, could you go get it started again for me? It probably just needs refueling.
What happened here?
Hostile target detected.
Hello?
Greetings, sir or madam.
What are you doing down here?
This unit is patrolling.
Never mind. We're done.
Protect and serve.
Oh, right. So, years pass, and Laura grows up. However, me and her mom, Caitlin, we ended up drifting apart and separating. But I'd still see Laura all the time, though. And when she'd stay with her mom, we'd keep in touch through radio. So, one day I broadcasted our usual radio time to say goodnight, but there's no response. Now, you gotta understand, Laura's the most punctual kid you'd ever meet. She was never late for anything. Naturally, I began to panic a little, worrying if something bad might have happened to her. So I rushed over to Caitlin's house and...
What happened?
One of the worst things that could ever happen to a parent. Huh? Hostile targets. What is that robot? Oh, for crying out loud. Could you go lend the bucket of bolts a hand? As annoying as it can be sometimes, it'd be a pain in the ass to have to rebuild it.
Excuse me.
Thanks for dealing with that. Now, let's see if I can finish my story. So I'm at Caitlin's house, but turns out no one's there. The place was deserted, and all the belongings had been packed up. I rushed to Laura's room, no one there, all her stuff's gone. Even her ham radio. Well, I asked around. Turns out earlier that day, Caitlin had booked passage on a caravan, and they were long gone. Now, there was no way in hell I was about to let Caitlin disappear with my daughter. I dashed back home, gathered a few essentials, and set off in pursuit. Bitch. Believe me, after finding out what she did, I called her a lot worse. Anyway, I tracked that damn caravan halfway across the wasteland. By the time I caught up with it, it had made its final stop. Here, in the Commonwealth. Caitlin and Laura had already departed, but I knew where they were now. Since then, I've put out a radio message every night, hoping Laura might hear it. Know that her dad is out here looking for her. After our little run-in with the gunners, I needed to warn her to stay away from them. I know she probably won't hear it, but still, I had to try.
That's a hell of a...
Yeah, that's one way to put it. I've not really spoken to anyone about Laura since I got here. Unless you count the Ron. Anyway, thanks for listening. Feels good to finally share. Get everything off my chest.
What is it now? Feral dwarves? Irradiated death claws?
What's all this about death claws?
Oh, old Paul! Sorry, I wasn't expecting visitors.
Something up?
Well, cheese and crackers. You must be the ones with the ASM sensors, eh?
Me and my partner here, yeah. And they're called ASAMs.
Is it true what the old geezer said? Can ASMs really help build up settlements?
Well, sure, as long as what your settlement needs are some homes or farms or a scrap heap. But I should warn you, recently there's been some trouble with...
Gee, a scrap heap? Well, that settles it. We'll take 100 ASMs, please. How many caps does that come to?
Whoa, slow down. We're not just peddling some product here. Besides, I'm not even sure we should be handing these things out anymore.
What makes you say that?
Hey, don't tell me you've already forgotten. That Aiden guy may have been a Brahmin's ass, but he did have a point. It's a fair bet that settlement got attacked because they used ASAMs. Who's to say the same thing wouldn't happen again?
There's no good answer. Taking action puts us at risk, but inaction could be deadly.
I'm just not sure it's right to give out sensors to random settlements no more. Not if it puts them in danger.
If you're concerned about giving sensors out to strangers, why not have them join us instead? I've got no problem defending those we bring into the fold.
Hey, we'd be happy to join with ya. Right now we're kinda living rough, so whatever it takes to get some ASAMs, eh?
I don't know.
You need to decide, Jake. What's it gonna be?
I don't know. After the whole Gunner thing. Well, what do you think, Slick? What's the right thing to do?
I want to hear the details first.
Oh, sure thing. See, me and a whole bunch of others, we had to flee our old home. And the place we've taken up ain't all that great. We could really use some help, so we'd be happy to join ya.
Well, tell me about the options.
Well, we could let them join us. But if we do that, we might just be making them a target. That's why I'm not sure what to do.
Don't worry, I'll get you up and running.
Really? You'd have us? Aw, geez, thanks.
I still think we may be asking for trouble. But I think you're right. We can't be scared to help folks. Okay, let's do this.
Oh, you really don't know what this means to us. Thank you so much.
No problem. Welcome to the family. Sorry, what's your name?
Hubert. Here, I'll mark where we're staying on your Pip-Boy. I'll run ahead and tell the others. Meet you there, eh?
I'll tag along with the youngin'. I'm fairly familiar with sensors by now. I'll get his people up to speed before you arrive.
Here, Slick, take these. A few extra ASAMs, in case you need them. Let's get these folks up and running. And if the gunners do show up again, well, we'll just have to put them in their place, won't we? I'm gonna get back to repairing the hub. Oh, and thanks again for listening today. Good luck now.
New mission objective received. Your AP is too low. Your AP is too low. Your AP is too low. Entering killing mode. Your AP is too low.
are now, I told ya. All our building problems are solved.
You really are an idiot.
Hey.
Remind me to explain the meaning of low profile to you. Okay, that's far enough. Throw your weapon on the ground. Let's see those hands in the air.
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm the one with a gun telling you to put down your weapon. How is this hard to understand?
Wait a second. Are you threatening me?
Ah, great. Another Hubert. Yes, I am threatening you. Do as I say, or I will be forced to hurt you.
Nobody points a gun at me.
They may be mad, but I have you.
Entering killing mode.
God,
Entering killing mode. Entering killing mode. Target locked. Target is lost.
Hey.
Fudge on a fire ant. I can't believe it went down like that. Stodge wasn't a bad guy, but he was real stubborn. This did not go as I expected, but I'm still willing to give the Assams a try.
Whoa, whoa, not so fast. Look, Stodge shouldn't have been so trigger-happy, but it's not as if he didn't have reason.
What are you saying, Risa?
I'm saying, maybe we should think about what we're doing here. Before we charge headfirst into a pit of Myler crap. I mean, we don't know anything about this guy. And he did just kill Stodge and the others. I don't know, maybe we should just leave before anything else happens.
Sorry. They didn't leave me any choice.
Look, I don't mean to seem ungrateful for what you're offering, but understand, we just lost our home to a bunch of wannabe soldier lunkheads. They annexed our settlement. And if we hadn't run, right now we'd be indentured workers. Or worse. So I hope you can see why some of us might be slow to trust some fancy pants peddler. Especially when what you're offering sounds too good to be true.
Have I given you reason to doubt me?
Well, I still think the Assams are our best bet. It's not like we got many other options.
Alright. How's this? We'll join you, and use these ASAM things, but you let us decide how we use them. We'll build our new homes ourselves. I think we'd all feel more secure knowing we're the ones in charge of how everything gets done.
Fair enough.
Okay, good. Maybe this'll work out after all. Okay, you bums, listen up. I think I know how we should do this. We need to decide on a leader. Someone who can direct us as we build. And whose job it'll be to run this place once we're established. Skills that would be useful in a position like that. So I'm open to anyone who thinks they do a good job. Anyone who's interested, step forward. Hubert? Didn't think you'd be interested. And, old Paul, was it? Not that I'm complaining, but why are you volunteering your wrinkles?
I've already benefited from the sensors. If I can, I'd like to return some of the kindness shown to me and help you people out. Besides, with your friends gone, you seem a few folks short. Least I can do is help you out a while.
Well, thanks. I won't turn away help, no matter how decrepit. But it seems we've 3 people for one job. I mean, we can't all lead.
Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't you decide who gets put in charge? I think you'd probably choose a good leader.
Why do I have to be involved in this?
Well, you're kind of already involved. I mean, we are joining you, eh? And it's thanks to you and your assoms we're able to do this. Plus, I think you make a good choice in picking the best person to lead us.
Alright, I'll do it.
Well, that's all kinds of fantastic. I can't wait to see who you pick.
How's it going, Fancy Pants? Made up your mind?
I've made my choice.
Who did you decide on?
How about you?
Really? You're picking me? Oh boy. Well, this is gonna be fun, eh?
New location discovered.
Hi. Well, hello.
Hey, I got a message for you.
What is it?
It's word from Mr. Jared. He's from the CPD. I'm with him, too. We beat the shit out of bad guys. You know, justice. Mr. Jared says that Mr. Kaler thinks you're good at fucking up bad guys, too. So, that's why I gotta give you the message.
Okay, I'm listening.
Mr. Jared says that you had problems with the gunners, too. Said you might like to know where there are some that deserve a good ass-kicking. Told me to tell you that we're gonna go to town on some gunners. He's hoping you come see. Or maybe even help.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
Mr. Jared said that you should come down to the headquarters. It's the South Boston PD, near Andrews Station and the Gwinnett Brewery. You know, when nice people get the message delivered, they tend to, I don't know, give the messenger some caps or soda or something.
Here's your caps.
Yes! Thanks a bunch. That's wicked cool. Later.
New mission objective received.
All right then, let's get to it. Oh, wow. This all looks real promising, eh? I knew the Asoms were the answer we needed. Thank you so much. I promise I'll do my best to lead this place in your name. Maybe now we can have a bit of peace and quiet for a while.
No use here.
Mission objective completed. New mission objective received.
Hey! Hey, you're never gonna guess what I just got running. The comm hub! Hear that? That's the sound of the Commonwealth suit ship. I suggest you come and see this thing in action, but seems the comm hub decided Explorer would be a better use of its time. You should still head on back. Fill me in on how things went with those folks. By the time you arrive, I should have the hub up and running again. I just need to replace those damn tubes.
Calculating chance of success, less than 5%.
That's enough out of you.
Hey there.
Cool, dang it to hell! You bagged a freaking Concord Deathclaw! This is unfreaking believable! Everyone from DC to Miami knows of this piece, and you done killed it! I demand to know how in Adam's name did you pull this off?
I did. With nothing more than a pistol and 3 bullets.
Oh, Daddy. This hunter beat you fair and square. There's no need to get all ornery about it. And where are our manners? I'm dreadfully sorry. This here tired old hunter is my father, Elias Thompson. And I'm Ruby Thompson. We've kinda set up shop here in Concord.
I'm not sorry! Having that damnable Deathclaw's head on my mantelpiece was going to be my crowning trophy!
Daddy, I think we should invite them home so we can hear the story in more comfortable surrounds.
Alright, fine. Our house is the 2-story on the outskirts of town near the old church. Still want to know how in Adam's name you managed it.
We would love you to come and share a meal with us whenever you can. No worries, no rush. Stop by some evening when you're free. Good company is always appreciated. Come on, Dad. Let's go and finish patching up the window, like you promised. Bye for now.
Oh, hey. I hope things went more smooth for you than they have for me. You take care of them folks? They all set up with ASAMs now?
Not sure I'd call it smooth, but it's taken care of.
Had a few hiccups, huh? I know that feeling. But glad to hear you got things sorted. After our meeting with the gunners, I was a little spooked. Was thinking twice about this whole ASAM thing. Thanks for talking me around. Now, my turn to share some good news. I managed to get the comm hub running. Come over here, let me show you.
Hello again.
was patching in a few more parts when suddenly the sprung to life. Guess I bypassed enough busted components.
You've done good work.
We're not out of the woods just yet, but we are close. Now that the comm hub's actually running, I know the exact parts we need to get it fully repaired. If I could get this baby firing all cylinders again, it'll be perfect for what you'll be needing.
I'm listening.
With the hub fully functional, we could finally establish reliable communications between every single one of our settlements. Think about it. Near instant communication. Every settlement part of a networked interchange. If we had something like that, surprise attacks would be a thing of the past. Not even the gunners would be a worry no more. Plus, we'd have efficient division of labor, meaning faster settlement growth.
What's the catch?
Yeah, always a catch, ain't there? We're not quite at the settlement interchange stage just yet. First, we're gonna need some specialized components to fully repair this thing. That's where I'm gonna need your help. That is, if you're willing to do a little legwork.
Sure, I'm game.
Now that's the spirit I love to see. Here, I've already written a list. These locations are where we should be able to find the components we need. However, this ain't gonna be the kind of stuff you'll be able to grab yourself. The parts will need to be stripped out of the tech they're housed in. But don't worry, I got the solution. Mala! Get over here! I believe you're familiar with our robot friend. Figured it was past time she had a name.
See you again.
Take care of stripping out the components and delivering them back to me. And some of the Concord residents have volunteered to help as well. What you need to do is clear out a potential salvage site, scan it with an ASAM, and leave behind a locator beacon.
Sure.
Well, ain't you just a ray of sunshine? I've adapted Mala's transceiver unit so she can pick up and follow the beacon's signals. That way, the robot can get to and from the salvage site without wandering off and getting lost.
If you say so.
I've started building some locator beacons we can use for the job. Now, I know they look a bit on the heavy side, and they are. But keep in mind, my first prototypes was twice as big, and 3 times as heavy.
Sounds like a piece of cake.
Maybe for you, but the rest of us ain't blessed with such sturdy frames. All right. Here's the first finished beacon. If you're a little way down, you can always unload some excess gear. I've updated your Pip-Boy with the locations. Up to you where you pick. You just need to clear out the area, scan it, place down the beacon at the marked coordinates, then head on back for the next beacon. Happy trails, and good luck.